Hi. Hello, everybody. So it's been a good week. On Tuesday, we got a chance to interview Chaplain Michael Eselun, TED speaker and UCLA oncology chaplain. So that's a go. On Sunday, as you guys know, we met Ali, and he's going to be our web developer. We should have a logo by the end of the week, and by the end of the following week, we should have a website ready to go and a place for you guys to submit your entries and things like that. And just to give you a taste of the video, I'm trying to learn some editing here. Here's a clip of Michael Eselun. I know they're going through a lot. What are some of those things, both emotional and physical, that caregivers can go through during caring for a cancer patient?
Well, one of the most obvious but might be overlooked is that this is happening to me too, this impending loss. And yet I'm not entitled to my feelings because my loved one is the one who's sick. So I'm going to be stoic and hold all that in, and I'm just going to be of service. And I don't have time for my own feelings, nor do I deserve it because they're the ones with cancer. And that is also echoed in the larger circle of life. People come to the loved one and say, how is Ruth doing, for instance? Not, how are you doing? The cancer happens to the whole family, not just to the patient. So the caregiver can sometimes disappear and also not honor their own loss. It can be very hard to get support and nurture that person because often they're stretched way too thin. Holding down a job, taking care of the kids, picking up all the slack for the loved one who is ill, so how am I supposed to go to support group and all that? Realistic concerns. But just having the frame of mind, hey, I need a breath too, to take time for a walk on the beach, to go find one good friend, which is not always easy, who's an excellent listener, who can just allow me to vent my own feelings. The one piece that's a little tricky sometimes is the patient themselves is very aware. I'm making gross generalizations, but often the patient is very aware of the pain and suffering they're causing their loved one who's having. I hate putting my kids out. I hate putting my husband out. I know he's miserable doing this. The kids, the husband, I don't want to put more burden on my mom with my own stuff. So there's this disconnect. And yet, from a spiritual perspective, one thing that's healing beyond disease is intimacy, connection, telling the truth. So there's already this wedge in the intimacy. The patient is feeling kind of isolated in their own suffering, somewhat, and they're feeling disconnected with the one they've been most intimate with their whole lives. So one thing that can be challenging is, I hear often patients say, I wish my husband would just let me hear his problems. He doesn't want to burden me with them. I was just visiting with a patient an hour ago before I came here, who was talking about what a gift it is to be of service. She's in a 12-step program and she sponsors several other people. And no matter how bad she's got it, to be of service to somebody else kind of lifts her up, makes the load lighter. Same for a cancer patient, might have robbed them of so much, disempowered them of so much. And yet, if they can still be a listening ear to someone else, whose problems, if we start comparing, might not seem as serious, their problems nevertheless, it can be such a gift to the patient, it can be a gift to the caregiver, but it's a risk, but the payoff is the intimacy.
Wow, we've got a lot more of that going on. Two topics we talked about. We talked about cancer during the holidays, and then also caring for the caregiver. So myself and Ken are going to try to edit this together and get these videos out to you guys soon. But if you have a story to share, if you just want to talk about your feelings in the form of poem, an art form, or song, or anything like that, just thank you guys so much. We've been live, I think, about a week or so, and there's been so much support, and it's really kind of keeping me going and keeping the group going here. So continue to show your support, like us, share us, and I'll keep you guys updated, all right? look for the logo on Sunday. I'm excited. I'm excited to get your input too.